there, it's Pete here, and I'm back for the Day 4 report of the APBF, where we're going to look over the results of New Zealand and Australia and see how they're actually tracking in this event. But before we do, just to touch on ViewGraph, the Australian mixed teams on ViewGraph at the moment, they're also on again against New Zealand in match 3, and then New Zealand ladies are playing in match 4 versus Indonesia. So they're the ViewGraph matches for today if you wanted to actually catch any of them. But for how the teams actually went, so it was a bit of a tough day for most of the teams. The Open team, New Zealand and Australia managed 1 win out of 3, so we dropped down to 3rd and New Zealand 7th, so a little bit of a tough day, but they can definitely bounce back. This is the complete round robin scores here, so this is a good idea of how people are tracking or how much they actually need to improve over the second round robin. Then on to the ladies. There was a grudge match here. New Zealand played Australia and New Zealand won the grudge match by 10 imps. There was actually quite a few grudge matches yesterday. And Australia also had a winning draw throughout the day, but again, another tough day for both the ladies and for New Zealand and Australia. The seniors, though, this was sort of our shining beacon for Day 4. For this, New Zealand went undefeated, including having a max win over Indonesia B. They also won a grudge match against Australia A, but they had 4 wins today and propped themselves up into 3rd. Australia B, they had 3 wins today and are now up in 4th. And Australia A had 2 max wins to come up to 7th place as they round out the first round robin. So this is the first round robin scores, so again, you can use this as a generalized guide. Everyone's played everyone to see how people are tracking here. China's doing fantastic, but hopefully our teams can improve and try and catch them. And then into the mixed, here there was a grudge match against Australia versus New Zealand, and Australia got on top this one, but New Zealand today, they did manage to have a pretty good win against China-Hong Kong in the final match. And this is our round robin scores as well. So again, we dropped we didn't drop a little bit, but we're in 5th place for Australia. Hopefully we can have a good day today and start catching that hopefully we can have a good day today and start clawing back at that deficit that Thailand's started to pull away with. So those were the hands, and here was an interesting hand from the New Zealand Open team. I believe this was on ViewGraph, and the ViewGraph operator actually missed a bit, but a pretty interesting hand. So here I wanted to talk about the Defence to Strong club that Mike Ware and Gayo Tislevold actually play. So on this one, East opened a strong club, and Mike Ware sitting south had a pretty nice hand here. But what they do is, with strong hands, they pass to start off with. They basically bid with rubbish, but they pass with strong hands and then try and bid later. So it went 1 club pass by Mike's 16 count, and it went 1 diamond negative, pass from north, and it went 1 no trump, strong balanced hand, which I think was 17 to 19. And now Mike doubled to say, hey, I've got penalties of that. So instead of acting the first time, they do that with weak hands and they pass with strong hands. So he then came in with a double, West passed, and North bid 2 diamonds, because obviously with Gayo with his 0 count wasn't having a bar of that. But I don't believe they actually put the double in on ViewGraph. And then went pass, and East bid 3 clubs. West made a takeout double, and East chose to pass this. And 3 clubs came home. It looks like you'll lose either 3 spades, a heart, and a club, or you'd lose 2 clubs, 2 spades, and a heart. But there's a really fortunate layout of that Queen Jack Doubleton coming down. So they got to make 3 clubs. It can technically be beaten double dummy if West starts with a heart lead straight away. They can go heart lead, then South can play a spade, and they can play another heart, and then you can play another spade, but then they trump the 3rd heart, and then draw trumps, and they're locked in the South hand and will lose 3 spades, a heart, rough, and a club. So there is a way to beat it, but most times this was going to come home. So he managed to make 3 clubs doubled, even opposite a Yarborough. So I thought this was an interesting hand, but I really wanted to highlight sort of their theory on how they actually defend against no trumps. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this day 4 report, and hopefully our teams can keep on doing well.